Hi, this is BB. Um, it's like 2:20 maybe right now. Around every morning around this time, no matter when I go to sleep, I find that I'm awake. Just around the 2 o'clock mark. I woke up, and of course, like I woke up with this, like, I don't know if I dream a certain intention. There's pain all over my left right side of my head, on the right side of my back. Almost feel like my body is splitting in two, almost like almost like splitting in two. I think there might be hairline fractures on my head. I'm not sure. I might have them. I'm not sure. Like my arm just started hurting for some reason. Almost like I don't know how they're doing this. This is why I wonder, like, if are they coming in my home at night? Are they coming in my home? Like, what is squeezing my throat all the time? These people can cause a problem in my stomach in real time. Something starts to tighten and harden right there around my not my midsection, but my lower abdomen. It the whole thing across, and then the chest would start to tighten as well. Like, it's a feeling of like, not butterflies, but like a quivering sensation. Not really, but it almost feels like somebody took a hot iron, and put it against you. Like I said, this is how it feels in my brain. Like somebody took a flat iron and there are burn marks on my brain itself. So in 2020, the person who said some things to me, that's the cop from South Carolina, he mentioned that whatever is happening, these people need to be within 100 feet of you for this to happen. They need to be within 100 feet. Now, somebody had mentioned right on my YouTube channel that they put a grid around, an electronic grid around the individual. This is how it's almost like they have your aura intact, your aura, your energetic force, your magnetic field, and they're just tapping into it. As a psychic, as a powerful psychic, they don't need to be near you to read you. These are not naturally born psychics. They need to be close to you. These are not natural born psychics. They have to be within a close vicinity. Now, one of the things they might do is go in your attic, your crawl space. It gives them a feeling of lording it over you, like they're master and commander over you, like a sense of ownership over you. And I do notice that the cat looks up there a lot. I just don't know the entrance to this place. I don't have like an opening anywhere to the ceiling. I just don't have an opening to it. Because I just don't get this anymore. Like, what are they doing? Now, what they'll do is they might put it against a wall, but then who's above me is going to be affected. And the guy above me is being affected with similar effects that I'm going through. Similar aches, similar pains. He's literally falling asleep when he's on the toilet. Because I've noticed that a sense of being lethargic, a strong sense of becoming lethargic, like not like wanting to do less. All of a sudden, it's starting to permeate my head and my brain. Like I'm just getting this, that feeling of like sleepy, groggy type feeling, and it's been happening for the past 2 weeks. I don't do much because I was always a loner by myself. And I'm not being able to work, so I'm not generating a steady income that I can take chances and go out or do something or take a vacation, because they took that security away from me. They went all out because by their calculations, I should have been dead by now. And it's puzzling them why I'm not. It's puzzling them and it's irritating to them that I'm not dead yet. These people cleaned everything out. They cleaned me out. They took everything. Now, for some reason, I don't know what it is. I do believe, however, someone said they're stealing you. It's not your thoughts they want. It's whatever your creativity is. Whatever latent, we all have dreams, unfulfilled dreams. We all have passions that we don't dig into because we feel we're not talented enough, or we're not good enough, or we're not smart enough, or we're not creative enough, or people won't like us, or people will reject us, or people won't find us funny, or people won't find us artistic enough, or people won't find us will like our ideas. And we bury them deep. And these people are digging and finding them, and they're cashing in on them. But not just that. When they find people with money also, with things that are assets they have, things that they think might be valuable, then they find out they're very valuable because they go in their past and they find them, they accumulate them, they get them somehow, and they know, and they're afraid now this person is going to decide to go back one day and look for it. They kill them. It's like they're just making, for them, it's quick work. They don't have to watch them. They don't have to be careful. They don't have to hire people to sit on them and watch them 24 hours a day. Should they decide to go look for these assets? Should they decide to go look for these things? Should they decide to go find out what happened to their, if they had something that they thought was valuable once? Like, what happened to it? They don't have time for that. So what they do is they kill them. They're getting now to the point where they're becoming very ruthless because they're detaching more and more from their own emotions. They're not having any empathy, any sense of empathy. They don't know what it is anymore. And they might come up against an empath, which is me, or, in their travels. And momentarily, they have these setbacks. For them, empathy is an emotional setback. For them, they've gone so far down the wrong rabbit hole that having any type of kindness or remorse or second thoughts about what they're doing is a setback in their world. For us to be mean is a setback. Because for some of us, if we hurt someone's feeling, we cannot rest properly. We might go to sleep, but we can't rest until we've made up with that person, because it literally hangs over our heads. Because we're not accustomed to being cruel and mean. We take that seriously, personally. We feel bad. We feel like we've done something wrong and we want to make it right. That's a good feeling. Don't ever lose that, no matter where you go, what you do. My friends, don't ever lose that. That's what makes us different from these people. And right now, we have to hold on to that. We have to hold on to that. We have to hold on to it, because it's all we have. It's what sets us apart from these animals. These people are becoming animalistic. Animalistic behaviors. They're just running on instinct, which means they're becoming dangerous to people like you and me. Did we create this? No. Do you do anything that they do? No. And they're going to come at you trying to make you feel like you're to be blamed for this. No, don't take it. Don't take it. No matter what you do, don't take it. Now, what I want, what I'm trying to establish is this 100 feet of whatever this is that they're doing. It has to be. They have to be within 100 feet of you. That's what he said, and it didn't make sense until now, if he's accurate or not. Now, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is, but what I do know is like once it's going, it's like whatever they spray. Like those infrared lights, like you see those Mission Impossible movies, and you can only see where the lights. Where the lights are if you spray something or you have like a black light or something, then you can see, and then they maneuver within the beams to get to the destination. It's kind of like that, almost. So whatever it is being trapped inside whatever this is. It's like a whole bunch of lights. Like, I don't know how to actually describe it, and I'm sounding like a child now because I don't know how else to describe this, because it's like almost you're breathing in mouthfuls of these things, and the window is open and you're still breathing in mouthfuls. And as I spoke, when it stops, you'll find that there's an airflow. One of the things to note is if you have an open window and you're not feeling that breeze, when it stops, you will get a flush of fresh air coming in, and you will note the difference because it's kind of cold now. Everywhere it's a little bit, chilly at this time of year. No matter where you are, you're going to see a change in the weather. So you note that when it's happening, you're going to feel you feel a kind of stuffiness, like you're getting mouthfuls of it. It's going in your nose. You notice something off with your environment. The smells are different. The feeling of it is different. You feel different, almost like you want to keel over. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of atmospheric pressure. But it holds that the smells, whatever they do, it kind of holds it. It holds it in place. So I'm not sure if that's something separate or how this works. I don't know. You breathe it in because you're getting like mouthfuls of this, something like mouthfuls of it. Now, is it oxygen? Now, what can cause that to the oxygen around you? So what are we breathing in? It's like changing the oxygen to something else. I have to do some research into this, because I want to ask Kevin Christian if he's done some research to find out what is causing it, like in his immediate environment. What are we breathing in? What is the oxygen turning into? It's being these gases are being poured into our environment, but what's happening? What are we breathing in? I don't know. So I'm gonna try to do some research on that and find out what's happening here. But in the meanwhile, stay safe and think about that 100 feet. And if you have a neighbor upstairs, find out if you're friends with them, try to find out, or downstairs if you live in an apartment, if they're experiencing similar effects. And you'll know you're on the right track. Until next time, stay safe.